Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host Selassie Fiawe. Today is another edition of performances of Ghanaian players abroad, and today we're going to look at how they fared. Asamoah Gyan got his second goal for Northeast United in as many games. RICHMOND Yiadom was on target in Red Star Belgrade's win, and also Appiah grabbed a draw with a late equalizer for his side AFC Wimbledon in League 1 in England. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So if you're a Manchester City fan or a Liverpool fan, my goodness, what a weekend you must have had. Manchester United fans must be really downhearted right now. Their team succumbed to another defeat in the English Premier League after they high off the qualification into the next stage of the Carabao Cup. They got the low of being beaten 1-0 by AFC Bournemouth away from home. Manchester United will still continue, and they sit 10th currently on the league table. Manchester City and Liverpool were late winners. They left it late in their game, where they secured 2-1 wins after going a goal down. Both of them had to fight back ahead of the epic clash this weekend between the top two sides in England. Bayern Munich sacked their coach Niko Kovac. According to reports, he resigned after their 5-1 loss sent them fourth in the league standings. And unfortunately, in the English Premier League on Sunday, Everton versus Tottenham, a broken leg suffered there by Andre Gomez was really the highlight of that 1-1 draw they had with Tottenham Hotspur. Son Heung-min, the guy who fouled him, he was in tears after he realized what his foul had caused, and we wish Andre Gomez the best and quick recovery. We hope he gets back on his feet and comes back to play his football as it is. So that's a roundup of the action that had happened over the weekend. Barcelona also surprisingly lost 3-1. Real Madrid could not capitalize on that Barcelona slip up and were also held 0-0 by Real Betis. Barca being beaten 3-1 by Levante. So a roundup of the action that happened across board. But today my focus, as usual, is on performances of Ghanaian players abroad, and I'll start off from England. I'll start off with Manchester City. They took on Southampton in a game they had to come back from behind after Southampton took the lead and were trying to waste time, and Manchester City had to dig deep. They had to really dig deep and adapt to Southampton's style of play. Southampton suffered a 9-0 loss to Leicester City the last time out, and this time they were able to hold their fort and not shipping as many goals as that. So Kevin Danso was in action for Southampton. He came on in the 75th minute for Southampton. West Ham took on Newcastle, and Newcastle, after taking a 3-goal lead, let in 2 goals. Fortunately, they held on for the win and the 3 points. Christian Achu came on in the 77th minute as a substitute to help his team secure that victory away from home. Wigan Athletic took on Swansea City, and Swansea left it late. Andre Ayew, vice captain, named new vice captain of the side, was in action. He played the full 90 minutes, leading the line for Swansea City in their 2-1 win over Wigan Athletic. Reading took on Millwall and called up Black Stars player Andy Yiadom at right back, played for the full 90 minutes for Reading in their 2-1 win over Millwall. Luton Town took on Nottingham Forest, and Albert Adoma came on in the 71st minute for Nottingham Forest. Adoma, we all know, still stayed in the championship despite Aston Villa's promotion into the Premier League. What will happen when Nottingham Forest make it? Your guess is as good as mine. They won this game 2-1 against Luton Town, and AFC Wimbledon took on Lincoln City. KWESI Appiah did not get a call up to the Black Stars, was in action for them. He came on in the 78th minute and got a goal that restored parity for FC Wimbledon. They would have lost all 3 points, but they managed to salvage a point on this occasion. And Crystal Palace took on Leicester City, high-flying Leicester City. Jamie Vardy was on target once again, the first player to reach 10 goals in the Premier League for Leicester City. And Jordan Ayew played 78 minutes for Crystal Palace before being replaced, and Jeffrey Schlupp played a full 90 minutes. Crystal Palace lost 2-0 to Leicester City, and Amate Daniel is still not back from injury for Leicester City. Hopefully he gets back soon enough. He hasn't been called up also to the Black Stars. It's been over a year now. Now I moved to Spain immediately, and Real Valladolid, they took on Real Mallorca, and Mohamed Salis, who played the full 90 minutes as his Real Valladolid side, and a 3-0 and a clean sheet on his part for him. Personal accolade there, personal reward there. Clean sheet, 90 minutes played. He was in action for them. Lumo Agbenyenu as well played 90 minutes in this encounter. They lost 3-0. Baba Rahman is still out in there. Then Idrisu Baba was an unused substitute for Mallorca. Osasuna took on Deportivo Alaves, and Mubarak Wakasu played the full 90 minutes as his team suffered a 4-2 loss to promoted Osasuna. Celta Vigo took on Getafe, and Joseph Edu played 81 minutes. Celta Vigo have sacked their manager following this defeat by Getafe. They have not been performing well in the league standings, and a change at the head is necessary according to them. So they've sacked their coach, and Joseph Edu played 81 minutes in this loss. Real Zaragoza took on Las Palmas. They won 3-0. Rafael Jamna, we all know, was with Real Zaragoza, is currently with Real Zaragoza on loan from Levante, but he has a heart problem that has stopped him from ever playing football again until possibly it is resolved. And Sevilla took on Atletico de Madrid. Thomas Partey played the full 90 minutes as his side were held to a 1-1 draw by Sevilla. Move to India. Northeast United, Asamoah Gyan Baby Jet found the back of the net once again in Northeast United's 2-2 draw with Goa. He scored in his opening game against Disha. They are the league winners in the previous season, but this time again Asamoah Gyan got the equalizer for his team. They drew 2-2, and Gyan got his goal. He was replaced in the 83rd minute, played 83 minutes of football. I moved to Sweden, and Göteborg took on Trelleborg in a 0-0 draw. Fatal Safiu played 90 minutes. Dennis Entry was an unused substitute there. I moved to Italy, and Bologna took on Inter Milan. Yes, Bologna versus Inter Milan. Coach someone was surprisingly not in the squad. His Inter side had to come from behind. Romelu Lukaku, the man of the show, showing his prowess. He has scored now 8 goals in the Italian Serie A for Inter Milan, and they won 2-1 on that occasion against Bologna. Hellas Verona took on Brescia, and something interesting happened in this game. Brescia, we have Mario Balotelli. Balotelli got a goal, but that wasn't until after he was racially abused and walked off the pitch. The statement was read on the pitch, and he walked back onto the pitch, and Mario Balotelli taking a stand against racism. Racism has no place in football. It doesn't deserve to be in football. It shouldn't be tolerated at all. Why would you think you are superior to someone because of your skin color? Just doesn't make any sort of sense at all. But Hellas Verona went on to beat Brescia 2-1. Balotelli walked off the pitch due to racial abuse. Japan Claude was an unused substitute, as well as Emmanuel Ajimanbedu. He was injured for this game, could not take part entirely. Lecce took on Sassuolo in a 2-2 draw. Alfred Duncan came on in the 81st minute, could not influence the game in terms of scoreline or assist for his side, who held on for a 2-2 draw. Fiorentina took on Parma, and Kevin Prince Boateng played 85 minutes before being replaced in this encounter. It ended 1-1 between both sides. I moved to Germany, and Fortuna Düsseldorf, they took on FC Köln. Kasim Adams played 90 minutes for Fortuna Düsseldorf. They won 2-0. He kept a clean sheet. Bernard Tekpete and Nana Ampoma were unused substitutes. Kelvin Ofori was not in the squad. Hoffenheim took on Paderborn SC, and called up player Christopher Adriache has been called up for the very first time for the Ghana Black Stars. He played 90 minutes in their 3-0 loss to Hoffenheim. Moved to France, and Metz took on Montpellier. John Boy was not in the squad. The game ended 2-2. John Boy, last time he played for Metz was on the 19th of October. Probably an injury that hasn't been made public yet. Turkey and Trabzonspor took on Göztepe. A Cuban Caleb is still out. His side lost, however, 1-0 in his absence. KWESI beat Fenerbahce 1-0, and Bernard Mensah played the full 90 minutes alongside Togolese Manuel Adebayo. Kasim Pasa took on Yeni Malatyaspor, and the Free Aqua played the full 90 minutes as his side were held 2-2. I moved to Belgium, and Kas Upen took on Genk and beat them 2-0. Joseph Paintel, who is struggling to get out of his squad to join the Black Meteors, was not in the squad. He lost 2-0. Waasland Beveren took on Waregem. It ended in a 2-1 loss to Waasland Beveren. Thomas Ijapon was not in the squad for this game. Anderlecht took on Cercle Bruges, and Godfred Donsa was not in the squad. His side lost 2-1. So finally, to my last game, and Richmond Yiadom's Red Star Belgrade, they took on Proleta Novi Sad and they won 2-0. Richmond Yiadom grabbing a goal for Red Star Belgrade on this occasion as well. So that has been it for performances of Ghanaian players abroad. Kumasi Asante Kotoko over the weekend could not secure a place in the group stage of the CAF Confederations Cup. That's the end of the road for the Porcupine Warriors, the end of the road of Ghana's representation in Africa's continental tournament. What does it mean for Ghana football moving forward? How the performances of Ghanaian players abroad? What do you think of Asamoah Gyan's goal? What do you think of Richmond Yiadom's goal? KWESI Appiah making a call for himself, scoring a goal for AFC Wimbledon, coming on as a substitute in that game. What do you think about everything, everyone I have spoken about today in performances of Ghanaian players abroad? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. Have a great week.